The Real Aquarian here, and I'm doing the monthly read for Virgo. Shout out to my Virgos out there. So let's see what this month carries. See what's going on. I hope you Virgos are doing good, be it day or night, whenever you're watching this. I hope life treats you well. And if it hasn't been, I hope it will soon. I sincerely do. So let's see what you got going on. Okay, make sure we can see everything. I think we're good. Virgo for the month. What do we got going on here? Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, Virgo. You're going to have a lot on your mind this month. And there's a general lesson that you're going to have to learn. It's not a bad one. Don't freak out. It's nothing so, life-altering, shattering, nothing like that. It's actually really good. Especially with the Ace of Wands. It kind of covers a lot of the negativity. And I've said that before. It doesn't necessarily cancel it out. It kind of diminishes the effect of it. So what I'm seeing here is there's going to be burdens coming. Life in general might feel more burdensome. This typically tells me that there's a consistent level of stress that's just sort of slowly building. You're trying to find a balance in your life that, kind of holds both priorities, be that life and family, work, family, but you're trying to kind of make everyone happy. The problem is you're not factoring yourself in that prioritization. And that's a real problem because you get to a point where this kind of stress hits a threshold to where even the smallest tasks like, oh, I got to put gas in my car, or, oh, I have this appointment to go to, or whatever it is, even the smallest tasks become that much more, from a molehill to a mountain. So this has a lot to do with perspective. You're going to reach a level of stress where there's so much self-pressure you're putting on yourself. And I see that very clearly here with the Magician in reverse. So much self-pressure, so much stress that a lot of it is perceived. It's too much. That it actually starts to have an effect on you. It doesn't take away your power, but it diminishes the potency of your power. Magician is typically the power of manifestation. This is stepping into your power. Reversed is telling me that there's a block of some sort. There's some sort of issue, be it the stress, trying to balance and make everyone else happy. You're not prioritizing yourself. You're not factoring yourself into that equation. So you're not finding the balance there. And it's becoming so stressful that it's actually starting to seep into your energy levels, your motivation levels, causing creative blocks, causing, like I said, lack of motivation, whether that is in work, family, all that. You can't make everybody happy. You should understand that. No one's happy 100% of the time. And in this situation, it's one of those things where you have to accept the fact that you can't make everyone happy at your expense, because you do no one any good if you yourself are not, if you don't have your shit on lock, So, and what I see here, we have the 9 of Coins, and that just reiterates exactly what I'm saying here. You are stressing, you're going to be stressing this month to a point where it starts messing with you. And the 9 of Coins is telling you that you need to put yourself in that equation of finding the balance. You have forgotten yourself. That's a very important component. You are no good to anyone unless you have, like I said, your shit on lock. You need to be balanced. You need to be relaxed. You need to have, time and space for relaxation. So with the 9 of Coins, what I'm also getting is, you need to treat yourself. Not only give yourself the time and space to relax, recuperate, recharge, but you need to treat yourself. This is a month that shows, just a kind of elevated level of financial stability. There might be a little extra. So in that case, treat yourself. Surround yourself with things that make you happy. If that's, going to the movies, if that's hanging with friends, if that's something that you've been eyeballing that you haven't, gotten for yourself, get it. Because it's necessary to be able to combat this. It's necessary to find the time for yourself. Find the time to prioritize yourself, your wants, your needs, so that you are better capable of balancing the needs, the burdens, the tasks of everyday life. So much so that you don't actually cause a block. So much so that you don't actually, fuck up yourself in the process. I see that you're trying, everybody wants to be like superhuman when it comes to making everyone else happy. But what a lot of people do, most people do, is they forget to include themselves in that equation. You are no good to anyone unless you take care of yourself also. So treat yourself this month. Give yourself a little something, whatever that something is. Or, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be, buying yourself something. But when you have coins, typically it is material things. So whatever you've been eyeing, if it's going to make you happy, get it for yourself. Then I'm seeing a high energy. Let me just put that out there as like a side note. If you don't typically remember your dreams, make a mental note this month when you go to bed every night. Ask yourself to try and remember. That sounds silly, I know, but sometimes it actually works. So dreams are trying to tell you something. Dreams are carrying messages this month, so you want to pay attention to them. And I'm willing to bet they're telling you you're putting too much pressure on yourself. I'm willing to bet your dreams are going to be telling you there's something lacking. And the answer is not enough self-care, not enough self-love. So it's not aspected bad. It's a good month, good in all things. And because the Ace of Wands carries such a high energy, having these kind of, negatively aspected, self-pressure, creative blocks kind of aspected cards, what this tells me is it doesn't cancel this out, but it says you're going to become aware of it sooner than you would have. So, which is a good thing. If you start seeing this and feeling this early in the month, even better, because then you can combat it before it actually does some real damage, to your energy levels. If it actually starts showing in a tangible way your lack of motivation, your lack of energy. So treat yourself. Pay attention to your dreams. That is definitely a message coming through here. And just remember that, manifestation, the magician, the power of manifestation is a power. It is a tool, and you should utilize it. So, that's kind of the lesson here. You can't help anyone unless you help yourself. And in doing so, what you will find is give yourself the little treat. Give yourself the time to relax, recuperate, and recharge. You'll find yourself better positioned for giving out love, giving out compassion, giving out patience and understanding, and, back to the vibes of creativity. But if you don't do that, you're stuck in this kind of perpetual shitty cycle of, not being able to kind of move forward. If the list just continuously grows and you're not gaining the perspective of, okay, I need to take care of myself also so I can take care of everybody else, it becomes a problem. So, again, pay attention to your dreams, because they're probably telling you that you need to give yourself some time to relax. What I'm also getting here is the message of, following your heart, following your instincts. If you're starting to feel this kind of seep in, this kind of, when that comes, when you start feeling this, give yourself that time, because listening to yourself, like I said, better positions you to help others. You're no good to anyone unless you have your stuff in order, unless you have your energy levels, your vibrations in a good place. So, again, aspected well, I'm seeing the creative block not lasting nearly as long as you're giving yourself self-care. But this allows you, with the self-care, this allows you to be more attuned with others. And you may, it's not a forecast of, having to, make someone feel better on whatever level that is. But this is definitely an indicator that, you are needed. And so you need to be more aligned. You need to be better positioned to be able to help when you are needed, whether it's a pep talk or, you know, kiss a boo-boo. It's one of those situations where you can't be your best unless you treat yourself best. You know, give yourself that time. Sometimes you do have to put yourself first in order to be able to help everyone else. You can't always, you know, put yourself backseat, because then it starts seeping into, well, then you're not going to be doing anyone any good, even though you want to. So I'm also getting a kind of excitement that hits in this month. If you are giving yourself that time, that the courtesy of relaxation, you'll find yourself capable. This is one of these cards. You find yourself capable this month. There's, again, if you are single, you find yourself in a position where there might be new love that comes in. If you're in a relationship, you will find yourself, again, self-care, self-love, you find your relationships actually are better as a result. It really comes down to how you're feeling, what your energy levels are, and what you're going to do about them, how you're going to elevate your own energies. It's about harnessing the power to do for yourself so that you can do for others. I'm also seeing a need to find joy this month. That's going to be one of the components to fixing this issue, is you need to find the little things, be it material things, you know, or just going out, making yourself happy. Whatever that is, you need to put yourself in a joyful kind of space so that you can reinvigorate that personal power. So this can be reversed. So you can counteract the kind of lack of motivation, lack of energy that kind of seeps in. But it's as a result. I mean, it's, you know, you guys, you Virgos seem really freaking nice, because this is about you giving of yourself so much, self-sacrifice so much, that it's actually starting to hurt you. So you guys are like super nice this month, but to a fault is what this message is. This month, you may be giving a little too much, because you're starting to kind of fuck up your own stuff, and you don't want to do that. You want to be able to recharge, reboot, be receptive to good things that come. And this is one of those, again, like I said, if you're single, potential for new love, but keep in mind, this person can, it's a 50-50 shot for new love. It's one of those cards where either they can help this situation and you have, you know, more love, bigger heart, fuller heart, more fulfilled, or it's a situation where they're, you know, an energy sucker. They're there to kind of, you know, they're not helping. They can either help or they can either contribute to the hindrance that happens this month. So just keep your eyes open. If you're in a relationship, though, this is more aspected as do the self-love and just be aware in your relationships what's helping, what might be hindering. So just keep that in mind. But otherwise, the Ace of Wands just kind of swoops in and kind of cleans this mess up a little bit. Things aren't going to be as severe. They won't last nearly as long. But it's very important that you give yourself the time, give yourself what little energy you're showing here, give yourself that energy to recuperate, to recharge, because you're not only going to be better for yourself, but you will be better for those around you. And that's really important here, because that's what I'm seeing here is you are a necessity to others. Your light, when it shines in a very helpful, comforting kind of way. But you have to get back to a place of serenity to be able to share that light with others. So, yeah, I think that's, yeah, I would only say further that with this, whether that's something as small as buying yourself something, and getting more aligned, being more capable of spreading the love and light that you possess, I would say one of the tricks to that is not only buying yourself something, but giving yourself something that evokes passion. You need to reignite a passion in yourself, not for others. You're not doing this for others. You're doing this for yourself, so that as a result, you can help others around you. So just keep that in mind. Just find what evokes the kind of passion, and you know, if there's something out there that you maybe want to treat yourself with, the card, you know, you can say that the cards made me do it. The card said I could. There's a treating of yourself better that needs to kind of happen. Something material, if it would make you happy, then do so, or get it, buy it, whatever it is. So watch out for this kind of block. Too much self-sacrifice and you'll have nothing left. So just keep that in mind. Self-love, self-care. Pay attention to your dreams. They're telling you something, and I'm willing to bet they're telling you that you are entering into a perpetual state of bullshit if you're not careful. But there is a definite need to correct and readjust. Otherwise, the month is really good. It is aspected well, but that's the lesson for this month. You need to learn the lesson of, although it is good to self-sacrifice, although it is good to give of yourself, to give your heart, to give, your energy, your time, your love, your patience, your comfort, you have to be able to do your own kind of spiritual, mental, physical, emotional kind of work on yourself. You have to give yourself that time in order to be able to help those around you. Find passion, treat yourself a little more this month, and you will see these aspects kind of go by the wayside. You will find yourself better prepared to help those around you and share your light. You got a lot of love and light to share, Virgo. So take care of yourself. So this was the monthly read for Virgo. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Auf Wiedersehen.